News Radio 600, Kogo.
Kogo News Time, 7:11. So over the holidays, did you whip out the plastic? Yeah, well, it turns out Americans are piling on credit card debt to levels that have not been seen since the financial crisis. Personal finance expert, the CEO of Raskin Global, Leonard Raskin, is on the Kogo News Live line. And Leonard, it seems that if we're whipping out the credit cards, we might be feeling pretty confident about the economy. So is it really bad?
Well, not if that's our thinking. And if we're hoping that the economy is going to do well and it's going to benefit us individually and we can pay off those bills, then God bless. But if it's, I think I deserve a raise because I didn't get a raise and I need to spend some more money than I have and I'm not going to pay this thing off anytime soon, then not so much.
Okay. So, yeah, it looks like we added $21.9 billion in credit card debt in the third quarter, and that's the largest increase for that period since 2007. Youch. Okay, so let's say that we might have fouled up just a little bit. Maybe we overshopped at Christmas. What is the best way to get rid of that credit card debt? I mean, obviously pay it down, but what's the best way to pay it down?
You got it. Obviously, the fastest is take the money out of your bank account, pay it off. If you have the cash, pay it off. If you don't have all the cash, certainly pay more than the minimum payment. My goodness, the minimum payment makes a credit card look like a 30-year mortgage. So pay more than the minimum, knock that rate down. If you don't think you have that cash wherewithal to pay significantly more than the minimum, I would say look at your retirement account deposits. One of the things we see are 20, 30, 40-somethings who are stashing away all the money they can for their retirement because when they start their job, one of two things, either A, everybody advises them to maximize their 401k before they do anything else,
right.
Or B, the new rules are that companies have to automatically enroll you in the 401k and you have to opt out. Well, if you're 20 or 30 years old and you're in a 15% tax bracket and you're saving for when you're going to be 60, you'd be better off to take that money and knock out the credit cards before you start thinking about saving for retirement.
Now, let's be really clear, though. You're not telling people not to save for retirement. You're saying at least get rid of that debt first. Absolutely.
I'm not saying don't save for retirement. It certainly makes sense to save for retirement. But from a priority standpoint, if I'm putting money away into a 401k and I'm in a 15% tax bracket, and I'm carrying a credit card that's got 15, 16, God forbid, 21% interest, I'm losing every dollar I put in the 401k, and I can't use that to pay the credit card off, and that credit card's just going to hang around like a noose.
Now, what if you have credit cards, and let's say one of them allows you to do like a 0% balance transfer where, you know, you pay a small fee. It's usually a pretty tiny amount in order to transfer a balance to it, but then you have a year to pay it off.
Absolutely. Go for it. Crush that big debt, put it on the lower interest rate. But here's the trick. You must calculate the difference in the interest savings and apply it to the principal. If you just transfer it and then think a year from now you're magically going to pay off the balance, not so much. And then what happens is you get out there a year from now and they zap you from day one interest unpaid, and you get hit with that 18% interest all at one time.
Ooh, ouch.
So you make the payments. Yeah, you got to make the payments on these things along the way, or at least be ready to pay it off when the zero balance or zero interest goes away, or else you're trapped right back where you started. And likely is, if you transferred that balance, then you start running up another card again, then you're in even worse shape. You can't dig out of the hole. You got to climb out.
All right, so we got to stop using the credit cards, and we need to transfer to lower interest rates or just be able to pay them off instead of, if you're young, paying into your retirement account. What is a decent amount of credit card debt to have? I mean, is there a point at which you should look and go, okay, now I got to stop?
An amount that you can pay off out of your paycheck.
Okay.
Ideally, look, credit cards are fabulous for convenience. They make life really easy. The problem is we don't touch the cash. Your paycheck goes in electronically. You swipe your phone. You've charged on your credit card. You get the bill. You don't really look at it. You pay it through through your bank account. You never really part with the money. So you don't even really think you're spending money until you realize, oh, my God, I can't get a car. I can't get a house or whatever it is because of this credit card debt. And if you check your credit score, it really bangs it up. So an ideal amount is an amount you can pay off. If you can't buy it, don't spend it. I can tell you, I had someone meet with me just recently. They had $5,000 liquid in the bank. They had a $5,000 available credit card. They said they had $10,000. I said, no, you don't.
Oh, boy.
That's not cash.
No, it's not.
You got to be educated. You got to have a financial education here.
All right. Personal finance expert, CEO of Raskin Global, Leonard Raskin, on the Kogo News Live line.